Hello, beautiful souls. So, in this video, we are going to talk about the purpose of doing meditation. So, before starting that, I want to say that I do recognize that we cannot confine meditation in few purpose. I do recognize that the world of meditation is too vast, and confining it in few purpose is really not a great idea. But again, I also recognize that as a human, when we start something new, we always have some this thing in our mind that where are we leading to? What are we trying to achieve through this? What is our goal? And keeping that thing in mind, I thought that maybe having few purpose before starting the steps will serve us in a good way, because we will use it as in just a guidance, like just a goal, but we will not try to confine through those things. And yeah, so I would also like to mention that all this purpose which we are going to talk about are not the end game, right? The world of meditation is too vast and we cannot limit it, so please be open, and you can have these things in your mind when you are just starting on your meditation journey. But when you go ahead, then you have to be open to whatever comes in your way, and embrace it, right? So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in the starting. Now, getting back to the purpose of this series, like what are the purpose we are going trying to achieve through this meditation series. So these are establishing mindfulness, then connecting back to the source. The next one is physical healing, and the last one is the clarity. So let's talk about each one of them. So first thing is about mindfulness. So through meditation, we are going to try to become conscious of who we really are, in the way that we will recognize that what I do, how I react, how do I approach situations, how I perceive things. We will try to know all these things about ourselves, and we will try to become conscious of ourselves, our acts, our feelings, and everything about us. Like, we all have become like these robots where someone has just fed something, some programs in us, and we are keep flowing through life, and we are not even recognizing that what are we doing. We think like this program which is fed in us is the only thing which we need to do, and there is nothing outside it. So through this meditation series, when we do meditation, we will start recognizing those programs, we will analyze them, we will know that we have the power to modify them if they are not serving us anymore, and we can scrap them if they are not the part of our truth. And so through these meditations, we will bring that mindfulness, that consciousness, and that consciousness will help us to recognize our own power, right? The next thing is connecting back to source or God. Now, when I say God, I'm not talking about the God which most of the people think about, because most people have this relation with God which is fear based, like they fear God. And here, the God or the source I'm talking about is not out of fear, it's all about love, and it is not somebody who is, you know, who is ready to punish you for some doing something. It's someone who loves us unconditionally, and it's about the love which flows through all of us. And I really, really, really wish that you can feel that, because it feels so good to feel that love inside us. I mean, I cannot describe that in words, but when you feel it in your heart, it feels like there is nothing which can be better than that. So, yeah, I hope that everyone once in their life can experience this kind of feeling, like it's amazing. The next thing is physical healing. So meditation is not just about our spiritual health or mental health. It extends to our physical health as well, because if you know, then our cells also has a consciousness, right? So when we become aware of our own self and we become conscious of ourselves, that brings that consciousness to our cells as well. And when they become conscious of themselves, they know that there if there is any element of there in any disease, so This helps them to recover from those things, and it also helps us to release what is not serving us, right? So when we release that, some diseases, I mean, not some, but every disease has some purpose. It is there to, because of certain things which we do, and we are supposed to learn from it, right? So when we become conscious, when we become mindful, we will start recognizing that, okay, this is what I used to do and it is not serving me or any else thing, right? Like you don't speak your truth, and you recognize this thing now that I don't speak my truth, and that is why there is a problem maybe in your throat. There is a problem in your throat, and you recognize this, and you start speaking. You don't hold yourself back anymore, and that helps to heal that wound, that disease in you. So that's how meditation is going to help us to channel that energy, to become conscious of what is causing that disease, what is causing that ailment in us, and that will bring the physical healing to us. The next thing is clarity. So again, mean when we become conscious, we will know that what are we doing, and we will also got to recognize that I am doing this, and is it serving me? Like what I am doing, is it really serving me? Is it what I want to do in my life? And doing meditation will bring that clarity to us, because when we do meditation, any fog, any misconception, any blind truth, not the blind truth, but any false perceptions, all these cease to exist. And I mean, not cease to exist, but you're like, that fog disappears like gradually, and we are able to see more clearly. And if we follow along that route, like we are moving in some direction, and we see that, oh, okay, so that this fog is lifting, and we get discouraged that, okay, so I'm going to go step by step in that. And you know how fog works, right? When you go inside it, then the next path will be made visible to you. Similarly, when you get this clarity, you are going to take action towards it, and then when you go forward, you will see that, okay, you are going to get another clarity on this. So this process will helps you to go forward, and this clarity will help you to not, to unstuck, to get unstuck from any circumstance which you think like you are attached with. So yeah, these are the few purposes which we will try to achieve through this meditation series. And again, we are not trying to confine ourselves through these purposes. We do recognize that the world of meditation is too vast, and we are going to be open to any another other experiences, right? So yeah, that's all for this episode. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning, keep living. Have a wonderful life. Bye.